rightly with the heart. Okay? L'essentiel étant visible pour les yeux, on ne voit bien qu'avec le cœur. So that's what we mean by metaphysical. It's beyond the visible. So it's very important, like when you see something visible, to be able to see what is invisible. The imagination is real. Very important. Now we go to the cartographic negotiation. So here I speak about a map presenting. In other words, there's a difference between representing and presenting. Okay? In other words, a painting does not represent, it presents immediately. There's a certain immediacy. Okay? So some people only think of things sometimes as representing. No, there's a difference between representation and presenting. Like when you are, the painting is a new take on reality. The map is a new take on the reality. It's not a representation. You actually see immediately what it's trying to reveal. But because it reveals, it also conceals. So, what in the map, therefore, there is this transformation, there is this change from the material to the conceptual, the material to the spiritual. Okay? And there are three conceptual stages basically in this cartographic change or transformation. First, like when you map a place, you begin with the surveyor, usually going to a high place and trying to measure the space. So the space is quantified, it's mathematized. Okay? The second would be, later on, the space is visualized. There are certain images, because we have to remember that the word for our word today, which is graphikos, graphic, where we get the word graphic, like cartography, calligraphy, graphikos. When Ptolemy started mapping, he only had one word for the map maker. So graphikos in Greek means not only to draw but to write. In other words, like Chinese, the Chinese, it's a character, which is a drawing, which is also a writing. So that's why it's very important the space can be visualized. Like for instance, you will have maps, therefore, below them they will put the products that are available in a certain territory to lure people to go there. Or they will put certain monsters to show the dangers of going there, also to stir up their pride, their nationalism, or maybe to strengthen their fervor. Like I suppose that's the purpose of San Francisco Javier in the 1744 map. Like also this map by George Anson, which chart is a chart of the channel in the Philippines. That's actually the way they spell the Philippines with two L's. The British were really here. They were, they were here because some of them, most of them were pirates. They were after the galleons. They really looted a lot from these places. So if you go there, there's a text there. they really took a lot, like books, paintings, which we are celebrating, by the way. Okay. So we go to the narration of space. There is therefore a discourse of maps, because maps can narrate, can tell the story of a new social, economic, or political order. So I go back to this map here, and looking at this map, it's very hard to point it out now. But I saw there that my town where I was born, Bantay, in Ilocos Sur, which is near Vigan, is also there. Viga, from a kind of plant called gabi. This map, by the way, already has the island of Panakot, the Scarborough Shoal. Okay, and we shall go. We'll go in greater detail. The title here, Carta Hidrográfica y Topográfica de las Islas Filipinas, dedicada al Rey Nuestro Señor, Don Fernando Valdez Tamon, who is Caballero del Orden, and who is by Pedro Murillo Velarde, who is Catedrático. He's the professor. He was professor of canon law at the Ateneo, at the Colegio de San Ignacio, and also he was the authority on maps at that time. So let me just, here I have to look at my notes. He says here that you have two angels there with ribbons, and they're saying something that the earth also belongs to you. So it's really in praise of the powers that are. And you have here, a part of the map is the derrotero para la Nueva España. It's the galleon route to Mexico. Going to Mexico using passing through Cape Boreado from San Bernardino Strait. So that's why Puerto Galera, that's where the galleon stopped. So it's tracing the roots of the galleon. You have Chinese junk, Spanish ships there. Again here, we have a capsule history, which I'll talk about that later. Here we have, the map has compass roses. They're around the central compass rose, which has the figure of the sun. Okay. Here is the beginning there, for that route, the Embocadero de San Bernardino. Okay, so it's passing that way, going to, and then all over you have Spanish ships, galleons. This is Burias Island there. Here, you have these maps which are called, I think in French, carte à figure, where they are lined up with figures, and this is in that tradition. And we have here, these are very beautiful, you know. We learn a lot from these pictures because they're very naive, and we see also that Manila in the 18th century is already very cosmopolitan. Okay? We have all these people coming, and so we have here these are the sanlayas or chinos. In Ilocano, sanlay is the word for Chinese also. So sanlayas or chinos. We have a Cristiano here with a beard, long flowing hair. We have a gentil, not yet converted, Gentile principal with a fan and something, a curse to hold his money.